Because let's be honest, I don't know anybody at homeschool that doesn't deep down have an entrepreneurship spirit. Because you will figure out how to make that thing happen on a budget all the time. And those same ingenuity to say, I am that person who I don't have to conform necessarily and do school the way everybody else do it. You also have that in you for your next job, for your next project, for your next things in your life that are touching what you need. Because we want you to experience here in this community by touching different families. You're going to gain something everywhere. It may be educationally, it may be mental health wise. One mom told me, I never thought I could find my best friend when I was 40.
My name is Esau McKnight, actor, stuntman, martial artist. Today I did an episode of the Tina Ramsay Show. She is so amazing. I had such a great time chatting with Tina. What a professional effort she always puts forward. Thank you so much for having me, Tina.
A really great experience on the Tina Ramsay Show. I felt like she really asked some valuable questions that can help a lot of people, especially in regards to monetizing. And so the vibe was great. I honestly wouldn't mind coming back on again if she invite me. And I felt like the conversation just flowed. So I am super happy and I can't wait for the show to air on every single platform out there. And thank you again.
Hello, everybody. I am Dr. T.J. Ramsay, the host of the Tina Ramsay Show and podcast powered by CTR Media Network. And we are at the Flourish Black Homeschooling Conference here in Decatur, Georgia. And we have one of the amazing event coordinators of this phenomenal event, which is Nicole Phillips Doyle. So thank you so much for coming together with your partners and creating such a wonderful experience and knowledgeable event.
It's been a pleasure, actually. It's been a real pleasure to be able to serve the community and just meet parents where they are, rather than we're going to have you conform to a box. We're really going to serve you where you need us to be.
Mm-hmm. You know what? I didn't get it until I walked in, and it was like, like, this is for homeschoolers. I mean, you guys, decked out from top to bottom. I mean, it's an experience. It's almost like a reception hall. So much going on, and you just seeing we named it the perfect name, Flourish, because literally you see from arm babies all the way up to adults. Everyone is here, and all the amazing exhibitors and vendors. Oh my, I learned something. I'm like, okay. So with the planning of the event, how does one plan something this massive? Because this is not a little teeny little event. This is a massive event.
It is a massive event. And so I would say the first thing that anybody should do, and I'm a firm believer in that everybody has their zone of genius. There is a set of gifts that you have that you are not tapping into and you are not willing to share with the community. Somebody goes without because you don't share what you know. And so I sat down, I remember this was years ago, and I heard a speaker talking about kingdom projects. And I was like, what's a kingdom project? It says something you do that as a believer in a legacy situation touches multiple people and generations. And I thought to myself, how can I really touch multiple people in my community actively today, and it makes a difference and an impact generationally? So I would say what maybe started this conference was that a long time ago, I remember being in a seminar and I heard a speaker speak on kingdom projects. And it resonated with me because kingdom projects are projects in which a person is doing a generational work. Like what you do today touches legacy. And so one of the ways I thought about touching legacy was always to be there and be support for families. When you're being support for families, there's no governmental program, there is no church program, human services arm that can do the work of a healthy family, that can cultivate lives for joy and for betterment the way a family is. And that means even if a family doesn't look like everybody else's family, is single parents, multi-generational. We're not calling you a broken family. We're saying that you are a family and you love your children. You deserve the best. So we believe that all children deserve a curated education, and that it is easier to raise a joyful child than it is to fix a broken adult. And so in this space, we are saying that we will nurture black children, black and brown children. We will nurture underserved and under-resourced children also. Though that doesn't necessarily mean black and brown children, because let's be honest, some of the things that keep children and families from attaining what they need to, it has to do with income. And so with this conference, we wanted to make sure that we put the whole buffet of educational options before you, from private school to public school supports, to homeschooling, cooperatives, micro schools, hybrid schools, tutors. We wanted to put these people all within a parent's preview so they can make a decision. We also wanted to make sure there were workshops to speak to things like, what do you do when you have an IEP? How do you create a student education plan? Are you able to, do you even understand what developmental milestones are? Do you have any ability to have knowledge about autism awareness? So where are you dealing with your child's mental health? How are you dealing with that? Are you creating supports for them? Are you creating social supports for them to have peers? Does mom have social support? Is she just out here doing it by herself? And is dad involved? Because what we found in the homeschooling community, black homeschooling community, is that black fathers are so involved in ways that people do not take note of. They are tremendously involved. And so that's why one of our pivotal events at the conference, we end our conference with the men. Our last session is the black homeschooling fathers. And we let them come on stage to put that wisdom of the things that they've seen from being in the household leadership portions that they're in. But we also do that to, even if we have households that do not look like, they don't necessarily have a father in it, to let you know there are those in the community who will be there to help, who will help you. You know, the word says that he is there for the widower and the orphan. The widower and the orphan, translated today, means the household that just needs help. And the household that needs help doesn't necessarily just, it could be a young man who has a family. He's like, I just don't know what to do. I am trying to navigate this thing. And so we want to be there. Our people deserve it. Our people deserve it. And when you say I called the conference The Right Thing Flourish, I wanted you to walk in and you felt the excellence. You felt the customer service. You felt a curated experience of, girl, let your locks hang down, chill, relax, get a cup of coffee, sis. What do you want to talk about? I could show you a curriculum that may be in your preview. Let's just decide. You tell me your dreams and let's see how we can build that. That is what this is, full stop. Tell us your educational dreams. Let's see where can we make some things happen.
Listen, like I said, even my husband, he was like, whoa. we both was like jaw drop. It was almost like a concert, a really nice reception hall. Like, I'm like, where's the wedding dress? Like, where's the wedding cake? I mean, because everything, down to the snacks, down to the drinks, down to the lunch, down to the the attention to detail. The attention to detail. You made everyone feel like royalty. And I was like, okay, I know we're here to do that, but I feel like so good. So, this is one of the best experiences as a public speaker myself, as a homeschooling mom, speaking on various different stages. This has, I have spoken on over 100+ stages, and this is the number one, that I participated in. Wow. And so I'm just like, wow. And I'm just so happy that it's the homeschooling community that brought it together.
I'm excited about that. I think also with this event, it wasn't just about serving the homeschooling families here. I always try to make sure we put an arm in here that has something to do with, we're bridging some kind of equity gap. So there's a digital equity gap. So we partner with CompuDoct. And we were able to give away on yesterday 110 laptops, Lenovo's, they were HP ThinkPads, and so we were able to give people laptops. So we believe that a laptop is for production, a tablet is for consumption. And so we want our children to be able to participate in coding class, do online education if they need to. And let's be honest, if you are a family experiencing any type of financial difficulty, a laptop's not on your preview. You're trying to eat. You're trying to pay rent. And sometimes even having a laptop in the house so that mom and dad can look for an additional financial security or a situation, or maybe, you know, they may start a podcast or something. Anything that they're doing for their gifting, to be able to have a device to navigate that space is very important. So this is also about the economic prosperity of building, instilling parents who have an entrepreneurial spirit. Because let's be honest, I don't know anybody at homeschool that doesn't deep down have an entrepreneurship spirit. Because you will figure out how to make that thing happen on a budget all the time. And those same ingenuity to say, I am that person who I don't have to conform necessarily and do school the way everybody else do it. You also have that in you for your next job, for your next project, for your next things in your life that are touching what you need. Because we want you to experience here in this community by touching different families. You're going to gain something everywhere. It may be educationally, it may be mental health wise. One mom told me, I never thought I could find my best friend when I was 40. She said, how do you find friends at 40? And here she is having coffee with girlfriends that every single week at a homeschool co-op while the kids are getting a little education and they're playing, and she's like, I have found my people. My homeschool co-op is DeKalb Christian Home Educators. We've been around for 32 years, since 1989. I am board chair number 8. I am blessed to be in the space of having homeschooling families and grandparents in my group. And to be honest, when people say this is what I'm telling you, I do not micromanage people, and they love on me and I love on them, and I give them the space, and I have seen them show up with excellence every time. I have a homeschooling mom who does everything with somebody who's specialized in every single thing. And so I hone in on their level of genius, and I tell you, I appreciate you. And they are ready to serve. We are a homeschool cooperative. We always volunteer with food. We do food insecurity missions too. And so we believe that our children are learning from us because of our service heart also. And so I just thank y'all for coming, because I am surprised that so many people have enjoyed it, because I'm a catastrophizer, so I always see the little things that didn't happen. I go, you know what, we should have done that, and that should have happened. But everybody's like, no, we're good. And so I'm going to take that blessing and be like, we are good.
Oh, you did excellent. Okay, and so tell the people how they can get in, because I know the Flourish is a combination of 3 amazing people: yourself, Nicole, Adrian, and I think Michelle.
Yes.
And so, but you all individually have your own businesses as well. So before we go, tell everyone about your personal business.
Okay, so my name is Nicole Doyle, and I am the executive director for DeKalb Christian Home Educators. You can locate us at dcheducators.org. That's DCHE Educators, 2 E's in the middle. And we're also by that same hashtag on our social media, even for everyone from LinkedIn to Twitter to Instagram and Facebook. And that is our personal homeschool group, offering classes every Wednesday and some and field trips on Fridays. My co-collaborators are Andrea Hall. She is the executive director of Epic Homeschool Network that is located in Austell, Georgia. And she offers classes too on Tuesdays and Thursdays and at her homeschool co-op. And they are amazing. She also does college tours there. So this is another thing. I used to try to do college tours, but it's like, why do it when I can have Andrea, because she does it so well. So we share the things in our community. And then we also have Michelle Shaw. Michelle Shaw is a homeschooling mom, an attorney, and a Harvard law grad. And so what she has done is that she has created an accredited homeschooling arm here called Northeast Independent Preparatory Academy, and is a non-traditional education center accredited under the Department of Education in Georgia. And you can reach her to find out how you can do college preparatory work. She has 2 Posse scholars. She has the ability for children to enter governor's honors, and she is just amazing. That is NIPA, NIPA-GA.com. And then last but not least, we have Malika and Andrew Wells. They are with Coupled in Christ. They are a couples ministry, and they really speak on empowering parents as a couple, as a group. And so they have a new book that is on its way out, coming to Amazon, and we are excited for them. So please, 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 if you want to talk to us about Georgia Black Home Educators.org is our organization, and we do Flourish events. Our next event that we have coming up is Homeschool Field Day Does your baby know how to double dutch? I have a provider that comes in and teach all the kids how to double dutch. And we have a traditional field day with all the games, and that happens in May.
That's gonna be amazing. Y'all about to make me move over here. I'm trying to tell you. South Carolina, we gotta get it together.
We will travel. If y'all want a South Carolina conference, we can have a South Carolina Florida edition.
Listen, don't be just saying that now, because you know
I travel. I've been to Alabama Black Homeschoolers Conference. Now we make the round.
Okay then. Okay. This is gonna be continued at another time.
Okay.
But thank you so much, Nicole, for giving us some of your time. I know that you're a busy lady, so thank you for taking the time to sit down with us on the Tina Ramsay Show.
And I thank you for leaning into us with your communication expertise, because sometimes we look for people with zones of genius, and we found one, so we're gonna lean into this one.
I appreciate it. Listen, we all make the wheel go around, so I can't do what you do, and this is my God-given gift, so I appreciate it. Listen, you guys, make sure to check out all of these amazing businesses that she just mentioned, and also check them out. And remember, when they do another Flourish event, become a sponsor, become a speaker, get involved. That's what I want you to do. Get involved. Okay, just like I say every time, at the end of every single episode, I want you to know that you are valued, that you are worthy, and that you matter. And if no one told you today that they love you, I want you to know that I love you. And what do I want you to do until next time? I want you to do what? Keep smiling. This has been the Tina Ramsay Show. Same time, same place next week. And make sure that you check us out on CTR Media Network, because guess what? It's time for you to come share, shine, and grow on the Tina Ramsay Show. See you later. Bye.